Assalamu alaikum. Mulia.
Walaikum assalam.
Okay, so we're doing the Arabic with Husna class,
Okay.
and we are in our second session. What did you learn yesterday?
We learned there's three types of words in Arabic. Ism, fi'l, and harf.
Okay.
And harf means it's a word that makes no sense unless a word comes after it.
Good.
Fi'l is a word that's stuck in the past, present, or future. And ism is a word, it's person, place, thing, idea, adjective, adverb, and more.
Adverb, give me an example.
Slowly.
Give me an adjective example.
Thin.
Wow, you're ready today. Give me a person example.
Abba.
Can you give me a different example?
Walia.
Okay, fine. Thing example.
Projector.
Idea. Oh, that's hard for you.
That one. Islam.
Okay, give me another idea.
Happiness.
We're ready for session 2. Chalo. Now, in session 2, we're going to learn about the ism. Ism is the hardest one. It's got the longest definition. By the way, one more thing we learned yesterday. One other way to tell if something is an ism or a fi'l or a harf, you look at it and you say, well, that can't be a harf and it can't be a fi'l, so it must be an ism. Or the other way around. It could be, it can't be a ism and it can't be a fi'l, so it must be a harf, like that. So by elimination, you can also tell what's what. Okay? Now, today we're going to get started with the study of ism. We're going to be studying ism for a little while. That's the hardest part, and if you can master the ism part, then inshallah all the other Arabic studies become easy. Okay? So we're going to start with ism, and I'll teach you today that the ism has 4 properties. Okay? The ism has 4 properties. And those properties are status, number, gender, and type. I'm not defining them yet, I'm just writing them down. Status, number, gender, and type. Okay, so what that means is, think of it like every ism is like a car. And a car, normally, is supposed to have 4 wheels.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So if this is a car, these are its 4 wheels. Which means every car has 4 wheels, which means every ism has 4 properties. Okay? So once you get to know isms really well, any ism I give you, you should be able to give me 4 properties. So when I teach you over the next few sessions, I'll be teaching you the 4 properties of the ism, and the point of that is, when I'm done training you, teaching you about the 4 properties of the ism, you look at any ism and you should comfortably be able to tell me, I know its status, I know its number, I know its gender, and I know its type. Okay, so those are what we're going to do. Now, let's see if that's stuck in your head yet. How many properties of the ism are there? 4. What are they?
Status, number, gender, and type.
Very good. Status, number, gender, and type. We don't know what any of that means yet. It's okay. Our first discussion is going to be about status. And the way I like to teach status is in 2 parts. Okay. First, I like to have a conversation about status, which is what we're going to do today. We're just going to have a conversation about status. Then we're going to start taking notes on status. Okay. And the way I like to give notes on status, I like to draw a map. So actually, in tomorrow's session, we'll use the board and draw it out. Okay? And then I want you to use the same map in your notes and kind of have that map in your head, so it's stuck in your head. That's how you're supposed to think about status. Okay? Now, so today is just a conversation about status. In order to have this conversation about status, I'm going to have you read this little bit of Arabic. Well, before the Arabic, the English. Can you read the English on top?
Yeah.
Sentence number 1, read it out loud, please.
I was eating too much chocolate.
Second?
My teeth began aching.
Isn't it aching?
No.
Oh, okay.
Aching.
Okay. Third?
My dentist gave me a root canal.
Typo. Yes, it's a typo. Very good. You corrected your other. Typo. It's a gave. Not gave me a root canal. Gave me a root canal. Okay, so there are 3 sentences. I was eating too much chocolate. My teeth began aching. My dentist gave me a root canal. This is a story about when I was little. Okay. But I'm still eating too much chocolate.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm going to ask you, who is the main character in this story?
I.
Good. What are the words that refer to I in the story? To myself. There was the word I in the first sentence.
Then
what word?
Me.
Me. What about the second sentence?
My.
My. So in every one of those sentences, something about myself was said. the three words used for myself were I, and my,
And me.
right? But there is a difference, isn't it? Even though, like, if you put a picture next to the word I, it would be my picture. If you put a picture next to my, it'd still be my picture. And if it was, you put a picture next to me, it would still be
Your picture.
my picture. But does that mean that those words are interchangeable, meaning you could put one word instead of the other? Should I say, me was eating too much chocolate, I teeth began aching, me dentist gave my a root canal?
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. Even though all three words are about who? Myself.
Me,
You have to use the right word in the right place. This is kind of what status is about. Status is, okay, fine, I and my and me are still talking about the same person, but you can't use any one of those you want wherever you want. You have to use the right one in the right place. So I has a certain status, and my has a certain status, and me has a certain status, and you gotta find the right status for the right word. For what do you want to say? Okay. Now let's take it a little step further. I was eating too much chocolate, my teeth began aching, my dentist gave me a root canal. I'm going to type this up over here so we can do a little experiment. What was the first sentence?
I ate too much chocolate.
Okay, fine. I'll make it simpler. I ate too much chocolate. What's the second sentence?
My teeth began aching.
My teeth
Began aching.
began aching. Okay. Last one?
My dentist gave me a root canal.
My dentist gave me a root canal. That's why that happened, because I'm a habit of doing a typo. Those are the three sentences. Can you read those clearly?
Yeah.
Okay, let me make them just a little bit bigger. Ooh, that's so nice. How about 55? Yeah, I like 55. Okay, now, I'm going to ask you to tell me which words in each sentence are doing something. Every sentence has a doer. And whenever we find the doer, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to make it red.
Okay.
Okay? Or put it in a red box at least. So I ate too much chocolate. Who's doing something?
I.
Good. So I'm going to put I in a red box.
And
My
then
teeth began aching.
My.
My is doing something?
No. Teeth.
What did the teeth do?
They began aching.
Good, they did something.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I should make the easier to see?
Yeah.
Okay, this one.
I too.
Sweet.
Okay.
My teeth began aching. What about the third one?
Dentist.
Mm-hmm.
Because it gave you a root canal.
Because dentist did the act of giving me a
Root canal.
root canal. Those are my doers,
Okay.
right? Those are my doers. Okay. Now, in every sentence, there's a doer, like I ate too much chocolate, or my teeth. Teeth did what? Began aching. Dentist gave me a root canal. Okay, I'll give you another example. You tell me. Allah created the skies. Who's the doer?
Allah.
Yep. And when we talk about Allah, we don't say Allah, we say the word Allah.
The word Allah.
Okay? The word Allah in the sentence is the doer. Okay, what if I said, Waliya pushed Husna? Who's the criminal?
Me.
Oh.
William.
Wow. Why?
Because I pushed Abby.
Yeah, because you did the act of what?
Pushing.
Pushing. She started it. Anyway, so now you know how to tell the what? The doer. Okay. Now, every time you see a doer in Arabic, which we'll learn about a little bit later, you'll just call the doer rafa.
Rafa.
Okay, like a little R. Remember R for what? Rafa.
Rafa.
So instead of saying doer, I'm going to say I is rafa, teeth are rafa,
Rafa.
dentist is rafa, the word Allah, not Allah, but the word Allah is rafa, and Waliya is rafa in these examples.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
Okay. Now, what did they do? What did I do?
Ate too much
Okay,
chocolate.
so ate is a fi'l. You know why?
Because it was the doer.
No. Ate is a fi'l, not an ism.
Okay.
Why is it a fi'l? What's a fi'l? Do you remember the definition from yesterday?
Fi'l is a word that's stuck in the past, present, or future.
Is ate stuck in the past, present, or future?
Yes.
Which time is it stuck in?
Ate. So that'll be present.
I ate lunch is happening right now. It's in the present.
No, past.
Past. Because it already happened.
Oh, okay.
Right? What about began?
Began.
That's a fi'l, isn't it?
It's present, right?
Began?
Present.
What's begin? I began working yesterday. That's present.
Past.
Do you know what present means?
Yes.
What does present mean?
Happening now.
So why is began happening right now?
Wow.
It's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Gave?
Gave. Past.
Mm-hmm. What if I said will give?
Oh, that's future.
Okay. Okay. What about created?
Created. Past.
Mm-hmm. What about pushed?
Past.
So if they're in the past, that means they're stuck in one of the three times, past or present or
Future.
which means they're not an ism, they are a fi'l. So I'm just going to highlight them just so you know that they are fi'l. I'll make them gray. I'll just say the whole thing began aching. You with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we are not learning fi'l right now. What are we learning?
Ism.
Ism. When you're learning ism, it's important to not get confused and start thinking about the fi'l. I highlighted it so you don't start thinking about the fi'l while you're supposed to be thinking about the
Ism.
ism. Now, one kind of ism is the doer. When the ism is a doer, what do you call it?
A rougher.
Good. Then there is some details. What did I eat? When did I eat? Where did I eat? Why did I eat? How did I eat? All of those are details about the fi'l. So the fi'l is in the middle. You can think of it as it's at the heart of the sentence. But the fi'l has a doer and the fi'l has details. Okay? Now, what is the detail about this fi'l in the first sentence?
I ate too much chocolate, so
What did I eat?
too much chocolate.
So this whole too much chocolate thing is a detail.
Okay.
Okay? So details, I'm going to highlight them with yellow. Details are details about what happened. What actually happened? What took place? Eating took place.
Okay.
What are details about the eating? What did you eat?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Okay?
How did
Now,
you
before we
do
do
it?
more exercises from here, let me give you an example, a separate example. I drank juice outside yesterday. Quickly.
Okay.
What's the fi'l?
Yesterday.
Fi'l. Fi'l is something that happened in the past.
Drank.
Mm-hmm. Drank. I know why you said yesterday,
Because it is in the.
because it's a word that means something in the past. But yesterday is actually still the name of a day. Remember that person, place, thing, idea, adjective, adverb, or more?
It would be.
Yesterday is kind of like an idea. And it's also the name of a day. So it's still a name,
Okay.
which is still in this. Okay. So now, who's the doer?
I.
Good. So what's the Arabic word for that?
The doer is the rougher.
Good. That's rougher. Excellent. What about juice? What did I drink?
Juice. That's the detail.
Mm-hmm. Details are called nasb.
Nasab. Okay.
Okay?
No.
That's a detail. Get it? What about where did I drink?
Outside. That's also a detail.
Second detail. When did I drink?
Yesterday. So that's also a detail.
How did I drink?
Quickly. That's detail too.
Sometimes a sentence has a bunch of
Details.
details. But remember, the questions I asked, because if you want to find the detail, you got to learn to ask the right question. All of my questions were made up of the word drink. For example, what did I drink? Where did I drink? When did I drink? How did I drink? So the word drink, the fi'l has to be in your question. You understand?
Yeah.
If that's your question, then the answer will be a detail. Okay. What do you think about the word husna in Waliya pushed husna? Is that a doer? Rafa?
It's a detail.
or a detail, nasb.
It's a detail.
Why? What's the question behind it? Because you got to learn to ask the right question.
Who pushed Husna?
No, that's not the question. If you say who pushed Husna, the answer is what? Waliya.
Yeah.
And Waliya is the doer
Not the detail.
of pushing.
Okay.
So what's the question that would give you the detail? Think. Who did who did Should I help you?
Yes.
Who did Waliya push? Who did
Okay.
Waliya
Push.
push? The answer would be
Abi.
Api, Husna. So that would be a detail. Now you have to learn to come up with that question yourself. I've helped you enough. Allah created the skies. What would be the question?
What did Allah create?
What did Allah create? The answer would be,
The skies.
which means the skies is a
Detail.
detail. By the way, if you ask the question, who created the skies? That's a good question. But your question is not asking for the detail.
For the
Your question, who created the skies, is saying, who is the doer of creating the skies? So sometimes there's a doer question and sometimes there's a detail question. You have to learn to understand the difference. Okay? Now, my dentist gave me a root canal. Can you ask me some questions about me and root canal? Who did the act?
My dentist gave me a root canal.
Is me a detail?
Yeah.
How is it a detail? Details are always discovered when you ask the right question.
Okay, so
Think. What's the question that you can come up with and the answer would be me?
who did the dentist give a root canal?
Very good. Who did the dentist give a root canal to? The answer is
Me.
me. So me is a detail. Excellent. I'm good. You see, it's okay. Take your time and think.
The second, for a root canal, what did the dentist do?
What did the dentist give me?
Okay, yeah.
What did the dentist give me? He didn't give me a lollipop.
A root canal.
He gave me a root canal. So that's another
Detail.
detail. Do you understand?
Yes.
So you have to learn to ask questions. I'm skipping my for now. Let me give you one more so you could see. I just want to know that you understood it, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to give you one more.
Okay.
Can you read that?
Yes. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us Islam.
Yes.
So
Who's the doer?
the Messenger.
What's the doer question? Because for the
Who
doer
taught us
also there's a
Islam?
question. Very good. Who taught us Islam? Fantastic job, Walis. Good. That's the doer.
Okay.
What about taught?
It's a detail.
No. Think again.
Taught. It's the ferret.
Yes, so it's a fi'l. We can't ask the detail or doer question because we only ask that question about isms. We don't ask that question about fi'ls.
Right.
That's why you can make it gray so you don't think about it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, what about the word us?
Us. That's a detail.
Good. It's a detail. How?
Okay, the question.
Mm-hmm.
Who did the messenger teach?
Yes. Who did the messenger
Teach.
teach? He taught.
Us.
So that should be what color then?
Yellow.
Good. That's a. And what's the detail called in Arabic?
Nasab.
Nasb. Yes. The doer is called what? Rafa. And the
Rafa.
detail is called
Nasab.
Nasb. Uh-huh. Islam.
Islam. Would
What's the
be-
question behind it?
Okay. What did the messenger teach?
Very good. What did the messenger teach?
Islam.
Islam. Detail. Now you know the difference between doer and detail.
Detail.
Okay? How do you discover the doer and how do you discover the detail? You learn to ask the right kind of questions. There are two kinds of questions. Doer questions and
Detail.
questions. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now there's the third part. In the third part, there's only three labels. There's rafa, and there's nasb, and there's jar. The third one is Jar. I haven't taught you about jar yet. Okay? So here's the easy thing about jar. Jar is anything that comes after of. Like if you're saying something and you're like, hey, that's the house of my friend. That's the house of my friend. So my friend would be what status? Jar. Okay? If I said, for example, let's say Allah's house. What's another way of saying Allah's house?
House of Allah.
Which means the word Allah would be jar.
Jar.
We don't say Allah is jar. We say what? The word Allah is jar. Okay? What if I said the class of 2014?
2014 would be the jar.
Would be the jar. If I said the creator of the skies. The creator skies would be
the jar.
Jar. So whatever comes after of is
Jar.
jar. The only tricky thing about jar sometimes is that sometimes you see the word of in English, but sometimes you don't see it, and you have to kind of figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
We'll do more of that later, but for now, just look at a quick example. If you say my teeth, there's another crazy way of saying my teeth. You can say teeth of
me.
Teeth of mine.
Teeth of mine.
Teeth of mine. So my would actually be jar because you could kind of, in a weird way, flip it around and turn it into an of. So what word would be jar? My would be. Same thing, my dentist, another weird way of saying would be what?
The dentist
of mine. So the my part would be jar. Okay? So last one. Waliya's hijab.
Hijab of Waliya?
Yes, hijab of Waliya. So which of those two words is jar?
Waliya?
Waliya's hijab fell.
The hijab of Waliya fell?
Very good. The hijab of Waliya fell. Who did the act of falling? Waliya or the hijab?
Hijab.
So hijab is what status?
It's the doer.
Good. Hijab is the doer because it did the wrong color. Because it did the act of what?
Falling.
Falling. Now, what about the word Waliya?
It's yeah.
It's jar. Why?
Because if you switch it around, it would be hijab of Waliya.
Good. So Waliya will color it green or blue.
Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah.
Okay. Waliya would be blue.
Fell is the detail.
No, fell's not detail. Think again.
Fell is what is it called?
Fell.
Farad?
Yes. Fell is the fi'l. Now you're getting it. We'll stop here. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good job, girl.